Some people in Lincoln County are finding strange items nailed to the ground in front of their homes. I'll tell you why police are now investigating.
There are growing frustrations for the family of Lexington's first murder victim of 2015 because they believe the case will be dragged out in court.
8 dogs seized in a Western Kentucky hoarding case are brought to Lexington to find their forever homes.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT News. Glad you're here on this Friday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Welcome in. I'm in for Barbara Bailey today. There's somewhat of a mystery going on in one central Kentucky community. Folks are saying that someone is nailing empty pill bottles into the ground in front of their homes.
Very strange circumstances. At least 4 homeowners in Houstonville have reported those suspicious markers, and now police are investigating all the circumstances. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is in Lincoln County with more on this bizarre situation. And it's our top story at noon. Phil?
I'm on Kentucky Highway 2141 just outside Houstonville in northern Lincoln County. Police say they've had at least 4, maybe as many as 5 cases of this bizarre behavior. They're not really sure if a crime was necessarily being committed by this, but they question if one is about to be committed. Now, the sheriff says he's had, again, about 4 to 5 cases. People are finding the pill bottles cut in half, nailed in their front yards. Most of the broken bottles are being found near the road. The sheriff says he's not really sure why it's being done, but he does have a theory.
We think it is some type of marker. We don't know for sure why they were marking these areas on the highway, but it's just kind of a strange situation. They found it one day at one residence and they took it up. The next morning it was located there again.
Now, all the cases are again along Highway 2141 between here and Moreland, but if you've had a case of this in your area, you should probably call police. Of course, this could be more widespread than just here in Lincoln County. In Lincoln County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
All right, Phil, thank you very much. And each pill bottle had aluminum foil along the inside of it. Police think that was a way to catch or reflect light so the bottle could be easier seen at night. We'll keep you informed on that story. All right, 2 Madison County women are facing charges this afternoon after police say one of them overdosed on heroin in front of her 7-year-old son. Annetta Clements was rushed to the hospital Wednesday morning. Police say her son was in the room with her when she overdosed. The next day, police arrested his babysitter at the hospital after the staff there became concerned about her. Police say Diana Byards was high on pills at the time. Both women are also charged with endangering the welfare of a minor.
A Lexington murder suspect was back in court this morning to answer to additional animal abuse charges. Matthew Donahue is accused of putting his roommate's dog in a hot oven, causing multiple burns. The dog belonged to his boyfriend, Todd Schumacher, who Donahue is accused of stabbing to death last month. WKYT's Mark Barber is outside the Fayette County Court Complex with the latest on the case.
A judge has ordered a psychiatric evaluation for Matthew Donahue. Todd Schumacher's family is very upset because they say they want justice as soon as possible. They see the evaluation as a way for Donahue to drag the case out. Schumacher's family doesn't believe there are any psychological issues. Instead, they say Donahue knew what he was doing on January 18th. Police say that's when the 20-year-old killed Todd Schumacher, his on-again, off-again boyfriend of 2 years. Investigators tell us they found the 40-year-old stabbed to death in the bedroom of the couple's home on Lamont Drive. At the time, Donahue was already going through the court system on a care and treatment of animals charge from October 2014. Police say in that case, he put Schumacher's dog in a hot oven, burning the dog. Schumacher's family tells us he reported the dog as missing just a few days before he was stabbed to death. Now they're desperate to find the dog named Monroe, a Beagle and Aussie Shepherd mix that Schumacher raised.
It's such a connection with my brother. It's very important to know what's going on with that.
Schumacher's family says even though it's difficult to see Donahue in court, they will be here every step of the way. The 20-year-old will be back in court for a pretrial hearing on March 27th. In Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
And the family tells us justice will not be served unless Donahue is sentenced to the fullest extent of the law. Going to be a beautiful weekend here in the Bluegrass. Eventually, you have to deal with a little bit of cloud cover right now and cold temperatures.
Right now, but sunny skies, mild temperatures, especially tomorrow, and this big warm-up may have you thinking about spring and doing some things outside. WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris is live at the WKYT Sport Boat and Recreation Show at Rupp Arena with some great ideas for that. Hey, Micah, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. Yeah, it is not really kicking off just yet. We got until 2 p.m. before people start rolling in here. It is the Sport Boat and Recreation Show here at Heritage Hall and also Rupp Arena. We have another archery competition, and let me just say this real quick before we get into the weather, that somebody yesterday hit 9 out of 10 bullseyes. 9 out of 10. So he holds the King's Trophy as of right now. So come on out here. Let's see what you got. Let's check out the maps and see what's going on. And you can look across the region, and we're holding on to mostly cloudy skies right now. And like I said this morning, it's one of those days that if you're under the clouds, it's on the cool side. But if you're out there, you know, in the sunshine, when it should start to break up this afternoon, it'll actually be a quite nice day. Now, tomorrow is going to be a totally different story. Let's look at the temperatures at this moment. It is on the cool side. We're still in the 20s in some locations, but we are rising pretty rapidly there in the 30s down south. Next 24 hours, still looks like we'll be there around 40 degrees this afternoon. Going into the night and into tomorrow, we get those winds really pumping in here, and that will jack our temperatures up 50 degrees by 1 p.m. It'll feel quite nice, make you feel like you want to get out and get a boat. So we'll talk all about that and explain what you can expect the next couple of days through the weekend, not just weather-wise, but here at the Sport Boat and Recreation Show in about 10 minutes.
All right, Micah, thank you. We'll see you in just a little while. Well, they were found in horrible conditions. Rescuers discovering more than 50 dogs living in trash and their own waste in and around an Ohio County home. But now dozens of those dogs are receiving a second chance right here in Lexington. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel has an update on their progress. Whitney?
Out of 54 dogs living in deplorable conditions in Ohio County, 8 arrived in Lexington late last night to begin the search for their forever home. Rescuers recently found the 54 dogs living in and around an Ohio County home among trash and their own waste. Authorities say the dogs' only water source was dirty rainwater in broken buckets. 8 of the dogs brought to Lexington's Humane Society are now well on their way to recovery. Officials there say one dog has heartworm disease and the others likely have social issues. Once fostered and socialized, the dogs will then be available for adoption.
We are able to reach out to other communities and help animals in crisis situations. Throughout each year, we try and rescue at least 1,000 animals from crisis situations, and we are able to continue to do that because of the support from the community. And absolutely, we want to make sure that we can help the animals.
The other dogs taken from the home in Ohio County have been taken to other humane societies throughout the state. In Lexington, Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
Whitney, thank you. And officials at the Lexington Humane Society say they are able to take in more animals with help from the community. Now, we have a link on their website, on our website to their website. You can go to WKYT.com and you can find out how you can donate to the shelter. Well, a setback this afternoon for Keeneland and for the city of Corbin. One of the sites for a planned track has been pulled from consideration. The Herald Leader reporting that the landowner for the site at I-75 and US 25E is withdrawing his bid. While the site is a prime location, alcohol sales are not legal there, and neither the landowner nor Keeneland have been able to work around that issue. Keeneland is considering another site in the Corbin area where alcohol sales are legal. Well, today is the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women Day, and it's to raise awareness about heart disease.
You're wearing red, I'm wearing red. Let's all wear red. With help from nurses from the St. Joseph Heart Institute, women can have their blood pressure checked for free until 1 o'clock this afternoon at Macy's. Each year, heart disease kills more women than all cancers combined.
Symptoms of heart disease are usually very mild. We think of fatigue and heartburn, things like that, of just everyday life, when really you have something more serious going on.
Well, doctors say the best way to prevent heart disease is to know your numbers, exercise more, eat right, and do not smoke.
NBC News anchor Brian Williams' credibility is being questioned after falsely claiming that he was hit by a grenade in Iraq.
We'll have the latest on this next on Kentucky's #1 Midday News.
Also ahead on WKYT, Jimmy Fallon gave viewers a TV time warp on The Tonight Show this week. We'll show you the epic Saved by the Bell reunion coming up on WKYT News at noon.